This is Bharat FM.
बजेगा भारत झूमेगा भारत.
ये है भारत FM.
बजेगा भारत झूमेगा भारत.
Namaskar, Sat Sri Akal, welcome and adab. You are listening to Bharat FM, a one of its kind, multilingual, eclectic provider of entertainment, information, and news to Indian Americans. Headquartered in Cincinnati, Ohio, Bharat FM airs shows out of Cincinnati, Chicago, and Phoenix. We take pleasure in our ability to cater to your bhakti, chusti, sfurti, shakti, and masti needs with our audio and visual shows. Check out bharatfm.com for our online program schedule and archives. I'm sure the content will definitely tickle your senses. Tune in via the 24-hour web streaming on bharatfm.com or via the Bharat FM app. More information can be procured at 513-488-5070.
Good morning. Namaskar. Good morning, Ashish.
Good morning, Sapna.
Hey, today we have a very, very commonly asked question of something that's on everybody's mind is a topic for today, and that's yoga for flat belly or core or sort of weight loss also. And there is a billion-dollar plus industry, several billion-dollar industry around this. But there are few key things that are missing from what we practice or what we see or what we know we think is healthy. So I want to focus on those first, and then we will go into some asanas, some routines that we can do to help with flat belly or core. Sounds good?
Mhm.
Okay, all right. So first, when it comes to any sort of weight loss or storage of fat in any part of the body, the first thing we have to remember from a yogic perspective is how are you maintaining your cosmic bank? So we have a regular bank where we try to keep more, right? But cosmic bank works the other way around. In cosmic bank, you have to give more. So give in terms of what? We'll go one by one. First, in terms of food. And we've heard this in terms of calories, people talking about all the time, right? You burn more than what you eat. But it's just not that, it's about also your several other factors like your breath. You have to exhale more than you inhale. In yoga, they say by default, your exhalation should be twice as much as your inhalation. And in terms of your emotions, so people also hold on to a lot of anger, hatred, greed, guilt. But you have to see if you're giving enough love, compassion to others. So it's more about giving than just holding on and receiving. Also, in terms of resources, in this world of consumerism, we just buy, and we're holding on. In yoga, of the eight limbs of yoga, one of them is niyamas, and one of the niyamas is aparigraha. Aparigraha is where you don't hold. My grandma just she would decide for the year I'm going to use two pair of slippers and four pair of saris, and that's all. And if both her slippers end up getting stolen or broken, she would say, "Oh, I'll have to live the rest of the year with no chappals." So that is how strong of a parigraha she would follow, and that is how much a parigraha should be there. And Steve Jobs sort of laid a good example. He used to be in his black turtleneck and jeans all the time, right? So he sent a strong message across that there is so much clutter with what you're wearing, how you're looking, and he removed all that from his life and just focused on what is important. So if we practice a parigraha, not hold on to things, emotions, situations, that also releases a lot of emotions from our body. The other thing is in our mind when we think, oh, pata nahi aage jaake kya hoga, how life will be. Let me store this. Let me keep this. When we have that mental attitude that I have to store it, our body gets a signal. It starts storing things in your fat, in terms of fat, and in first place it stores is your belly. For some people, it's size. It works differently for everyone, but you send that signal to your body through your mind that, oh, I need to hold on to this. But if you, on the contrary, if you start thinking, oh, I have abundant, there's abundance around me, then what happens is the body gets that signal and it starts releasing. And the biggest here is, I talk about this, but again, I want to focus that again, is emotions. Emotions are the biggest hindrance to weight loss. As soon as you give up on that anger, you give up on the greed, guilt, and shame, a lot of other negative emotions that you're holding on to, but start giving more love and compassion, you will start seeing positive differences in your life. So this was my 2 cents, and now we will start with some exercises. Before that, I also want to talk about the yogic way of eating. So we talk about a lot of diets, a lot of intermittent fasting and whatnot. But in yogic way of eating, it's about, if you divide your stomach in 4 parts, 2 parts should be filled with food, 1/4 part should be filled with water, and 1/4 which should be filled with air. You should never eat until you're too full. Always keep that 1/4 empty, because you need that air to digest the food, circulate the food. The second is, when you're eating, eat with lot of love, gratitude, and compassion, and eat as if you're offering to God. So when you are sending those signals to the body when eating, when you are breathing correctly when you're eating, that food will go in your system, get digested and assimilated well. It will not just sit in wrong places. So these are few things associated to flat belly. Now let's go into asana. The first one, that
One
is
second,
very
Sapna.
simple. Yes. And while Ashish comes, I'm going to talk
I'm here.
a little more. Okay, all right. So, the first thing that you can do anytime, anywhere, is belly breathing. Inhale, belly bulges out. Exhale, belly squeezes in. That is how your breath should be. But when we are doing belly breathing, we are also giving a lot of action to the stomach muscles, right? You want to try this? Let's try.
Yep.
Keep your hand on your belly. Inhale, belly pushes out. Exhale, belly squeezes in, navel to your spine. Sit straight, your spine straight. The rest of the body is not moving. Only your belly is coming out and in. Belly bulges out. Inhale. Exhale, belly pushes in. So when you give that range of motion to your belly and you work those muscles, it really, really helps in loosening up those stubborn muscles in our core. We will also see, like, do belly breathing while we are holding some asanas where we are stretching the belly. Those are slightly difficult. Eh, Going all the asanas that we will be doing here, there are some that might require a little more caution. If you have neck issues, back issues, just be careful. I'll mention those along the way, but I want to call it out ahead of time. Now, belly breathing you can do at least 10, 20 times a day minimum, or you can do this anytime, when you're cooking, when you're driving, when you're just watching TV. It doesn't matter. This it should be at the top of your mind all the time. It is excellent for every single aspect of your life, but also excellent for belly fat. So one last time, belly inhale, belly out, exhale, belly squeezes in. All right. Let's keep that in our mind and we'll do some more. Let's stand up. Now, our hands have so many acupressure points, and those acupressure points are connected to so many organs in our body. There are precise 24, 27 acupressure points. So we will include one exercise that will touch the acupressure point, but also will get some action in our belly. So inhale, hands go up, exhale, clap hard under your knees. Yes. And when you clap, let it be hard. If your hand hurts, that's great. Your hand should get red. You want to get those acupressure points nicely pressed, and they need to reach all the organs. And at the same time, when you inhale and exhale, do this, you get a good exercise in your belly. All right. Let's do this 5 times. Where right and left is 1. So total 10. All right. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, clap. We'll do this slightly faster. Okay. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Harder. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Just two more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. All right. This is simple, can be done anytime, anywhere. This is excellent for getting those acupressure points going. And the next one we'll do is a triangle pose. So when it comes to belly, it's not just your core, it's also your sides, right? Triangle is excellent for reducing the sides of our, reducing the fat around the sides of our body. So stand with feet 2 to 3 feet apart. One leg, so if you start with the right leg points out, left leg is at 60 degrees. If you're uncomfortable, make sure you can take some more distance. Make sure your hips are pointing out, facing forward. All right, spine straight. Now hands out. Now exhale, lean to the right. So when you lean, don't lean forward or backward. It has to be completely side action. So lean to your right, and as you exhale, go down. Your hand should ideally come flat on the mat, but it can hold here. It can start with holding on your knee, then go down, hold your ankle, and eventually go flat on the mat. So make sure it is a side bend and you're feeling it on the side. See, Ashish, it's going like this. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to press your bottom elbow in, your bottom shoulder in front and top shoulder back. So push your top shoulder back. So you're opening up your arms. Yeah, see, this looks so much better. Opening up your arms. And as you go down, keep looking up. Your hands in one line. Both the wrists should try to go in one line. So take your top hand, take it towards the, yeah, that is, keep doing. I'm just looking at you. Yeah. All right. Slowly come up. So your hand should try to go as far as to the other side. We'll try this on the other side a little more. Okay. So now let's point our left leg to the left side, right leg 60 degrees. Take 2 to 3 feet distance in our legs. Hands on the side. Now, make sure your hips are pointing forward, your elbows are straight. Lean to the left. And as you exhale, first touch your knees. Your bottom shoulder pushes out, bottom shoulder pushes towards the front, top pushes towards the back. And then take your hand as much as you can. Go to your ankle, and then slowly it can go to touch the ground. Your hands should be in one line. So see your top hand, push it out towards your ears. Top hand towards, yeah, see? There. But hand should be in one line. So both the wrists should be in one line. Yeah, there you go. All right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands down. All right. So this was Trikonasana. Trikonasana is excellent for losing a lot of fat on your sides. Now we'll look how to lose fat on our back, right here. All right. So we're going to hold our elbows like this, arms in line with the shoulders, elbows in line with the shoulder. And now you're going to stand straight, tuck your belly in. So tucking this belly in is again another great action to give that stretch in the belly muscles. Hold here, and now you're going to, we're going to kick our leg back. When we kick our leg back, automatically our front body starts to fall forward. So we're going to deliberately push our body back. All right. So stand here, kick and hold your leg like this. Now push your shoulders back so you're not leaning forward. So go back. So your front body goes back and hold. Your back knee is straight. hold, and slowly release. On the other side, exhale, push back. Make sure you're leaning back, you're not leaning forward. See, you automatically tend to come like this. Push yourself back. Knee straight, hold, and slowly release. So you holding is where the action happens. Holding and doing slowly is great, but to start with, you could just do kickbacks, get that blood flowing, warm up your muscle, and then you can hold. Hold. There's also some level of balancing happening here. So if you focus on a point ahead of you that's not moving, you'll get a greater balance. Release on the other side. Focus at a point that's not moving. Push yourself back. Automatically tend to lean forward. So push yourself back. So you should feel that here. Feel that in the back of your body. Bring it back. All right. So this was the second one. And these are two standing. Now we'll do some sitting. Let's sit down. We'll be doing Chakki Chalan. In Chakki Chalan, in our olden days, our grandmas would use the chakki to get to make flour. I had that growing up. I had it until I was well in middle school. We had a chakki, or maybe elementary. We had a chakki at home. So we're going to do the same action, but in 3 different ways, and they all work differently on our uh, stomach muscles. So first, our legs are together. In chakki, the rules are your spine is straight. So straighten your spine. When you hold your hands, your elbows are straight. When you do the chakki, your knees don't lift, your heels don't lift. You exhale, you come in front. Inhale, you go back. Exhale, come in front. Inhale, go back. Exhale and inhale. Let's start. And then we'll reverse. So we'll do 10 clockwise and 10 reverse. All right, let's start. Exhale, go in front. Go as much as you can. Inhale, come back. Your hand is straight, your knees are not lifting, your heels are not lifting, your ankle is in flexion, toes pointing towards you. Exhale. Come back. Exhale when you go in front. Inhale when you come back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. This is excellent. You can increase the counts to 20, 30 as you practice. Start with 5 and then go on to doing more. So the next is we'll reverse. In reverse, you do the exact same action in the opposite direction. Exhale when you come in front. Inhale when you go back. When you exhale, you'll get a nice forward bend. So bend as much as you can. So you're also getting a slight back bend when you go back. So don't worry about the forward bend. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Okay. All right. Let's stop. Now we will take our legs slightly apart. Just 2 feet apart. This is 1 feet, maybe 1.5 feet. And now we'll do the exact same action. We'll go from our right toe to left, then come back. Right toe to left, and come back. We'll just do 5 here. 5 clockwise, 5 anti-clockwise. Obviously, you can do more. Listen to your body all the time. Start slow. You can always add up. Do this when you've not had food, at least for 2 hours. Reverse, exhale, come back. Your ankle in flexion, your knees are rooted to the ground. When you come back, lean back, hands straight. Last one. All right. Now take your legs further apart, as much as they can go. Now we'll be doing the same chakki action, going from right to left. Bend forward as much as you can. And when you go back, lean back as much as you can. 5 clockwise, 5 anti-clockwise. This will work on a different set of muscles than what we worked on with legs together. All right, ready? We'll do 5 clockwise. Exhale. Exhale. Bend as much as you can. Lean back when you go back. Your elbow straight, knee on the ground. Now reverse. Reverse again, go leg to leg. Bend forward as much as you can. And do all this with some level of warm up. We haven't done warm up today, so it might get hard. But there has to be some level of warm up before the intense exercises. We're moving on to the next one. We'll do plank. Plank is excellent for the belly, one of the best ones out there. But what happens is in plank, it puts a lot of pressure on the shoulder. So if you have any sort of shoulder issues, any back issues, don't do planks. If you feel you're comfortable and confident doing it, only then start with 10, 20 holds and then go up to 1 minute, 2 minutes. All right. In plank, one thing to note is your body should be in one line. Sometimes people's plank, their hips are raised. So we'll just try one here with elbows on the ground. Go sideways. And see your hips are in line with your spine. Your crown is in line with your tailbone. And you're holding here. You're breathing normally. And just hold. We'll hold just for 20 for this one. But use your discretion and you can hold as much or less as you can at home. Couple more. Breathe. Slowly take your knees down and come up. I didn't see what you were doing, but I believe did it right. Okay, so now we're going to lie down on our backs. Okay, so there are a couple things. If you have this kind of a band or dupatta or a jump rope, you can use that. It's okay to not use it. I'll show it with both, not using it and using it. This is just to support the leg lifts that we'll be doing. So we'll start with toe touch. So if you can lie down on the side, lie down on your back. Let me see if you can see me properly. Let me. So is this better, Ashish? You can see me?
Yeah, sideways is fine. Yeah.
Okay, sideways is fine. All right.
Yeah.
So first, keep your knees close. We're going to lift our knees up to 90 degrees, hands down, and we are going to maintain this 90-degree angle. This is extremely important. And then we're going to take our one leg, touch our toe, touch our heel to the ground, tap it, bring back to 90. Tap our left, bring back to 90. So it's toe tapping. Make sure you're maintaining your 90. Your knee is right above your hip. Toe touch, heel touch. Exhale. When you come in, anytime your belly is squeezed, you have to exhale. Right and left is one. We'll just do two more, Ashish. Feel the action in your belly. This is simpler. Don't put any strain on your neck and shoulders. This is simpler than the next one that we're doing. Last one. All right, legs down. In the next one, we'll keep our legs down and we're going to lift them up to 90. But at every 10 degrees, we're going to hold for 10. This is harder. That's why if you have a band, you could put that band across your feet like this. Hold on and then lift, 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 lift. This is easier, but then we can start with this and then later go to lifting on your own. So your hands on the side without lifting your neck, without putting any pressure on your shoulders. Your legs or your ankles are in extension. We're going to lift our leg at 10 degrees and hold, knee straight. If you cannot keep your knees straight at the beginning, try with slightly bent knees. If you have any back issues at all, Ashish, I think you should do it with one leg. Let's start with one leg. If you have any back issues, anything going on in the back, just start with one leg. Lift one leg to 10 degrees, 20, and you can add the amount you're holding. If this is comfortable, just hold here for longer. 30, push your knee in, straighten your knee. 40, 50, we went 60, 70, 80, 90. So let's do one leg at a time. If you can use your hands to bring your leg in 90 and just push your soles of the feet to the sky, straighten your knee and hold. Then slowly take it to 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, and down. Other leg, 10. Just do one leg at a time. Left leg, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And for 90, you can use your hands. Bring your legs up to 90. Other leg, the straight leg is on the ground. Your heels, your soles of the feet parallel to the ceiling. Push, hold. Okay. Then come back to 80, 70, 60, 40, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Now, if you have back issues, you can just bend your knees, take them to 90, both the legs together, and hold here. Okay. But if you don't have back issues, you can start with both the legs 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 90, straighten your legs, soles of the feet parallel to the wall. Hold here. And then down. 80, 70. You can add even 10 count hold, 20 count hold based on where you are in terms of your practice. 30, 20, 10, and down. All right. So this is excellent for belly fat. We'll see one more, and this is not really yoga per se, but this prepares our body for yoga. It is cycling, and in this, we're going to take our right knee close to our chest. Left knee hovers at 10, then reverse. And this action is not really the cycle that people do like this. It's nice deep chest press, like pressing your knee in your chest. Other leg at 10 degrees straight. It goes like this. So your knee is straight, your bottom knee is straight, yeah. Try to get the knee as close to your shoulders as possible. Keep your knees within your body limits. Don't take them out. We'll do just 2 more, Rajesh, and then we'll reverse. Okay. Now reverse. Reverse, exact same action. Make sure your leg is at 10 degrees and straight, and your knee that is bent is as close to your shoulder as possible. Two more reverse. And if for people, those who don't have back issues, those who have a strong core and back, they can also do this with both the legs. And I'll just demonstrate a couple rounds of both the legs. It's exactly the same. Knees pressed in, knees go up, heels go up, down to 10 degrees, press your knee in, up 90, down. Reverse is up 90, press them in, down. Up 90, press them in, down. All right. Okay, good work. I'm going to show you the last one, Bhujangasana, and we're going to do belly breathing in Bhujangasana. So turn to your left and slowly come up. Never come up just like that.
Oh, I couldn't do right.
Yeah, lie right or left, either.
Oh, okay.
But turn to one side. Just don't come up straight up. It's extremely bad for the spine. And spine is very important. We have to take care of our spine. So next, we'll be doing Bhujangasana, Cobra pose, that many of us have heard. But there are a few nuances that I'm going to talk about of the Bhujangasana. And then when you hold in Bhujangasana, we're going to do belly breathing. So when your stomach is stretched up and you do belly breathing, it really works on our core. So in Bhujangasana, you have to open your chest and arch your back. So I'm going to explain it first, and then we'll do it together. So we lie down on our belly, our feet are together, our hands are next to our shoulders. You can see me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first is we're going to pull our hands back on the mat. It's an action of pulling as if you're going to pull the mat back, but it is just an action. You pull your hands back so you get that opening in the chest. Then push your hands down so you get a nice arch at the back. Then look up, feet together, your shoulders pressed down. And then breathe here, belly breathing. Exhale, belly out, inhale, belly in. Slowly come down. So I just demonstrated it for you. If you have shoulder issues, be very careful doing this. It's part of Surya Namaskar. A lot of people do Surya Namaskar without thinking if their shoulders are tight or their hips are tight. But you should be very careful even for Surya Namaskar. All right. So you press your hands back like this. Come up, open your chest, and now press your palms down in the mat. Get that arch in the back. Push your shoulders down. Yes. Your elbows are straight. Now push your shoulders down. Look up. Look up. And now do belly breathing here. And hold only as much as you can. Do not over exaggerate. So I'm going to show it again. Press your hands back. Open your front. Come up. Push your hands down. Look up. And now belly breathing. You come up only to your belly. Your shoulders pressed down. And slowly come down. Turn to your left. And come up. All right. So after any yoga asanas or any form of exercise, it's important to cool down. It's important to normalize your breath and do some shavasana. So we will do that here. We will just do some equal breathing, and that's it. Not a whole lot, but at least never go back to your normal routine with a breath that's racing fast. Okay, sit straight. Now make sure your crown of the head is in line with your tailbone. Your chin is parallel to the ground. Tummy tucked in. Sit straight and we'll do belly breathing again. But this time in the belly breathing, we'll add 4 inhales and 4 exhales. So it's a equal breathing with belly breaths. All right. And after this, we'll go in Shavasana. So let's do at least 10. Okay. So let's sit straight. Hands on your belly if you want. If your hands are behind your knees, it helps in keeping your spine straight. So instead of keeping your hand here, keep it here. All right. Yeah. Now you can close your eyes or keep them open. Inhale, belly goes out. Exhale, belly tucks in towards your spine. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, belly pushes out. Exhale, tummy tucks in. Inhale, belly pushes out. Exhale, squeeze. Spine straight, smile on your face. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. You can lie down in Shavasana. And we'll just do a quick Shavasana here, but our audience, if you have time, uh, please just continue to do a longer Shavasana. Shavasana is probably the highest asana out there because it's extremely difficult to be in Shavasana, to pretend like dead. Not just physically, without moving the body, also emotionally. There's so much going on in our mind. To not respond to that mind is yoga. Chitta vritti nirodha. That is what Patanjali calls the definition of yoga. So that is why when you can achieve that, when you can pretend to be dead, not respond to your mind, is when you are in Shavasana. Your hands palm up facing the sky, your feet fall apart, completely relax your body. Take shallow breaths in and exhale out. And as you inhale, energize your body. And as you exhale, let go of anything you might be holding on to. Feel the air around you. Feel the weight of your body on the mat. Feel your height. Feel your name. On your next exhale, just let go anything you might be holding on to. Inhale. As you exhale, relax. Invite some movement in your fingers and toes slowly. Keeping your eyes closed, turn to your left. Come up in Sukhasana, keeping your eyes closed. Now rub your palms, cup them on your eyes. Open your eyes in darkness. Show some light and take the energy all over. Peace and gratitude. Say namaste. So, Ashish, one last thing that Bandari auntie taught me is do the giving and the receiving will take care of itself. And if our audience is looking for weight loss or flat belly, just remember this one mantra: do the giving and the receiving will take care of itself. Thank you. Have a
Thank you.
good day. Bye.
Namaskar, Sat Sri Akal, welcome and adab. You are listening to Bharat FM, a one of its kind, multilingual, eclectic provider of entertainment, information, and news to Indian Americans. Headquartered in Cincinnati, Ohio, Bharat FM airs shows out of Cincinnati, Chicago, and Phoenix. We take pleasure in our ability to cater to your bhakti, chusti, sfurti, shakti, and masti needs with our audio and visual shows. Check out bharatfm.com for our online program schedule and archives. I'm sure the content will definitely tickle your senses. Tune in via the 24-hour web streaming on bharatfm.com or via the Bharat FM app. More information can be procured at 513-488-5070.
This is Bharat FM.
बजेगा भारत झूमेगा भारत.
ये है भारत FM.
बजेगा भारत झूमेगा भारत.